Great travail is created for every man.
It said great travail, great tribulation is created for every man. Right? When you're born into this society, right here, some type of trial and tribulation is going to be before you. Whether that's on a minuscule level or the highest level you can go. Some type of tribulation is going to come or appear rather in your life that you're going to have to learn a lesson from. Right? Great travail is upon every man, read on.
And a heavy yoke is upon the sons of Adam.
And a heavy yoke is upon the sons of Adam. This is talking about those sons of God that brother made mention of. The sons of Adam, of course, is everybody that comes out of Adam. But there's an elect group of people that are the sons of Adam. Real quick, in 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 56. 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 56.
2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 56.
Read that.
As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and is likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
So those are the sons of Adam as well, you know?
And now, O Lord, behold.
Start the verse above, verse 56.
Verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord.
Get with verse 54, verse 9.
And after these, Adam also, verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all. And the people also, whom thou hast chosen.
The people whom thou hast chosen out of Adam, right? Those people in specific are receiving that worst travail. And knowing that, understanding that gives you a great perspective. It gives you a sense of austereness, right? Or a sense of, what's the word I'm looking for? Stoicism, right? To be able to endure these different trials and elements that you go in life. You know, it's a spirit. Having the spirit of being stoic is a particular spirit that every man that knows about the truth should be able to obtain. The spirit to be able to endure something. You know, if your job didn't pay the full amount of money that you were supposed to receive this month, you're not supposed to lose your mind about that. You're not supposed to get out of the spirit about that. Or if your woman or your wife did something evil against you, you're not supposed to be like, well, my life is over, like how other nations do. We all know which particular nation do that to the highest degree. But we're not supposed to get easily discoursed or knocked out of our course so much. Every man in the truth should be able to, or should desire rather, to have this type of stoicism spirit, because we are the elect out of that chosen Adam. So the Lord said what? In Ecclesiastes chapter 40.
Great travail is created for every man.
Great travail is created for every man, read on.
And an heavy yoke is upon the sons of Adam.
And a heavy yoke is upon the sons of Adam, read on.
From the day that they go out of their mother's womb.
From the day that they go out of their mother's womb. Guess what? You're stepping in all manner of chaos and hell, right? Because deep inside of your spirit, you know that you're supposed to be in rulership. Deep inside of your spirit, you know that things are just, something ain't right. Right? That's why the so-called black man, when he's born forth, he's all over the place because something is not right. He knows exactly where he's supposed to be, but he just can't figure it out in this society. You know? You know?
Till the day that they return to the mother of all things.
Until the day that they return into the mother of all things. Right? Which is the wisdom and knowledge in which we're supposed to obtain. That we're going to attain, that's going to be given to us by Yahweh Shah Mashiach. Right now, hold that, sit on that. Go back to where we was. Psalm chapter 9. Verse 8 again.
Psalm 91 and verse 8. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the word Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation.
Right, we've made the Lord our refuge, even what?
Even the Most High, thy habitation.
Even the Most High, thy habitation. Right? So making the Most High our refuge, like I was saying earlier, going into your thoughts, going into everything that we do, acknowledging the Most High. Right? You may not have to, every second of the day, just say Tawada Yahweh, but you walking. Right? We have to embody that spirit to walk in a manner that is giving thanks to the Most High, right? That's when you begin to really, really change. That's when you begin to really create an immortal body for yourself, or an immortal spirit. All men in the truth, we're supposed to be thinking about being immortal, right? When the last time you woke up and said, I wish I was immortal today? Immortal goes into the spirit of knowing and doing the laws, statutes, and commandments, because the laws are spiritual. You know, that's what gives us life. We're supposed to be meditating on these things, right? Waking up and hitting your toe and stubbing your toe, that's not, and it hurts. That's not even supposed to happen to us. When we start thinking like that, that's when we begin to dominate and take over this world again, right? Those are the thoughts and the mentality that we're supposed to be processing, right? Read on.
There shall no evil befall thee.
And when the last time you said, oh, wait, no evil is going to happen to me today? Why? Because the Most High is on my side. We don't think like that, right? And when we say we're talking about the whole nation of Israel, right? Sometimes in the truth, we give Esau way too much credit. Well, you know, Esau, man, you know, he gonna jam us up. How you know that? How do you know that Esau gonna jam you up? How do you know that you're not one of those men that's gonna get taken up like Enoch? Did Enoch get jammed up by Esau? Of course not. Right? So we have to really start thinking, changing our mentality in this truth, brothers, in this truth, right? We have to really start saying, okay, am I really being like the Most High and Yahweh Shai? Or am I kind of fearful a little bit? Think about it, right? You have to think about these things. It's something to think about, right? Read on.
Neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling.
Neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. You let brothers tell it in 2020 or 2021. Hey, some brothers were scared when 2020 kicked off, 2019. Yeah, some brothers like, hey man, you know, hey, y'all still out there teaching? Y'all shaking hands? I seen it was a video online of some brothers. I think they were from New York, not brothers in the truth, but like, you know, Israelite brothers in the world. They was like in their project building or outside rather, and they was talking about the pandemic. And this one dude, he said they was laughing, and he like accidentally jacked the dude up. He was like, "Stop touching niggas with your hands!" And he was mad. He was furious. He was like, "Stop touching niggas with your hands!" I'll never forget that, man. That's a clip. Yeah, if a brother can find that, man, that was crazy. I was like, yo, this brother's serious, man. Like, he's ready to take the brothers out for deafing this man up.
Yeah.
You know, they thought, you know, we thought that the world was over. You know, if you touch a brother or if you hear somebody, that brother got snot in his nose, man. That brother got the heebie-jeebies, man.
Yeah.
Wrong with that brother? That brother got the devil on him.
Right.
You know, so this world was crazy. You know, right? Read that one more time.
Neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling.
Neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. And we can't stress this enough. These are the things that we have to start thinking about, because more plagues are coming. More plagues, more tribulation, more anarchy. You know, if you can't see the play that's being set up by now, you're not really watching like how you're supposed to, right? A lot of people are like, well, you know, America, they sending all these immigrants and, you know, they're giving them food stamps worth $10,000 and they're giving them $5,000. You know, these people are going to end up destroying us all. Well, think about it in a different mentality, a different perspective. The Lord said what? That Judah and Israel are going to be in captivity together. Why is it that so-called Esau is bringing the immigrants over here? Right? What's going to happen? What did the Lord say will happen? The Lord said that what? That Israel is going to get vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people. Right? Roughly paraphrasing the book of Ezekiel, 5th chapter. So if we were to change our mentality and say, okay, they bringing all our brothers and sisters over here that never heard the gospel, let's go talk to them. Right? Let me build with them. Let me pray for them. Even if you can't talk to them, just throw up a prayer for them. So that one day they may hear the voice of the Lord, and now y'all got a whole team. You got a squad together going against the enemy. Right? These are the things, this is the thought process and the mentality that we're supposed to be thinking about. Right, read it. Read on.
For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways.
Right, the Lord said he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in thy ways. You got people in the world that say, well, you know, I have guardian angels protecting me. And they really believe that. But what about when people come into the truth? Did you just forget about that type of mentality? Or do you just give Esau all the credit? Or, you know, Esau might jam me up. Or Esau might do this to me. No. Right? How about you give the Most High the credit that, hey, it's the will of the Lord. Whatever happens, it was the will of the Lord. And I'm protected because I believe in the Most High. Right? We all have to check ourselves and see if we're thinking like that. Right? It's a little bit more now. Alright, go ahead.
They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Because he has set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name.
Because he hath known my name, read on.
He shall call upon me, and I will answer him.
Right, the Lord said, he shall call upon me. Not that I might answer, but I will answer. Why? Because that man believes. That man is an actual believer. That man, I ask brothers, I think about this all the time, right? If you were on a cliff and you're falling 2,000 feet into an ocean or some type of hellfire underneath a creek, what would you do? Would you just start hollering and freaking out? First of all, you don't know what you would do in that situation until it happened to you. But I would pray and hope that you would start calling on the name of the Most High.
That's what I would do.
I will pray that you start calling on the name of the Most High and believing that you're going to be saved when there's no way out. I'm talking about there's no way out. You're falling on the cliff. Who's going to help you? Hey, the Lord's going to help you. Because you're falling. You know, an angel might come and scoop you up. Some big bird, right, may come and fly underneath you and you land on it, right? And he take you to some valley. The next thing you know, you're over there with fruits and veggies, and you're like, what's going on? Then you throw it inside of a trance, and then the news is looking for you, and then they find you, they say, what happened? And you say, well, I saw the Most High. They say, this man claims he saw God. Well, he must have, because he fell 2,000 feet from the sky. You never know.
Right. He ain't lost no limbs.
Yeah, hadn't lost no limbs. Might be scratched up a little bit. You gotta have a little scratch. It's a believable story, you know. Or else Esau might put you in a dungeon, start taking your brain and start studying you. Like, who is this guy? You know what I mean? Yeah. But that's how much faith and belief that we have to have in the Most High. When it's really looking like there's no way out of this situation. There's no way I can win.
Right.
There's no way I can be successful in this terrible pit that I'm in. But you believe.
I bet you each one of us can go back and say, yeah, right there. I remember there was no way for me to get out of that one. Each one of us.
That's right. That's right.
I know I can.
That's right. What happened with the 3 holy children? Right? Yeah, when they was in a terrible place.
Right.
You know? And they got saved out of that thing.
Hananiah, Azariah, and Mishael.
That's right. That's right. And countless accounts of our forefathers. Hey, brother man, can I ask you a quick question? You believe in God?
Yeah.
Do you have one quick second to hear one Bible verse? You don't have a quick second to hear one Bible verse. All right, I'm going to read it to you real quick. Judges chapter 2. Let's start at verse 11. Before I read this, what did God call your race of people in the Bible? All right, we're going to show you. Read that.
It's the book of Judges, chapter 2, and verse 11. And the children of Israel.
And the who?
And the children of Israel.
Read.
Did evil in the sight of the Lord.
You ever heard of the children of Israel? Those are God's chosen what? Chosen race of people.
Right.
So it said the children of Israel, which is his chosen race, they did evil in the sight of the Lord. What is God going to do to them for doing evil?
Is this, are we referring to the time when they were in Egypt, or are we referring to the time they were going to the Promised Land?
Well, this is a little after
little
Egypt.
After,
Yes, sir.
If I remember correctly, they were made a little after they left Egypt.
The physical landmass of Egypt. Yes, sir.
Then they were forced to wander the desert.
Yeah, that happened. But what I'm asking you is, anytime the children of Israel do evil, what does God do to them?
Famines.
He judges them, right? So it said the children of Israel did evil in this particular situation. Serve the false God. This is what God in turn did to them. Verse 14.
Verse 14.
Listen to this.
And the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel,
Mad at them.
and he delivered them into the hands of spoilers
They're now in the hands of spoilers, meaning other races of people. Read on.
that spoiled them.
And those, hold 1 second, brother. And those other races begin to spoil them, meaning rob them. Read on.
And he sold them.
God did what to the Israelites?
And he sold them
Read.
into the hands of their enemies.
What race of people on the earth went through this type of atrocity in the continuation among life?
Africans.
Well, you say African, right?
Right.
But there's a difference between an African, right? Like an East African or an Ethiopian. You ever heard of an Ethiopian call himself African?
Now he calls himself Ethiopian.
That's right. So who are you calling Africans?
Africa has the culture of people itself, as the continent itself, the African people as a people. So, but I understand it was probably more so along the coastline, like South Africans, East Africans, Cameroon, not Cameroon, like Ethiopians.
What about South Sudanese people? I asked you, I said, what people went through this atrocity where they were taken by other races of people, robbed from those other races, and sold into slavery? So who would the Israelites be?
God's chosen.
Right. But you said Africans, and I asked you, well, who are Africans? You said, well, Ethiopians don't call themselves Africans. South Sudanese people don't call themselves Africans. The only people that call themselves by the name of a continent is the people that don't know who they are. And that would be you, the so-called African American man. You will be actually in the children of Israel. You will be an Israelite, according to the Bible.
Right.
Case in point, how did your race of people get to America?
Slave trade.
By what part of transportation? Is that in the Bible? You said what?
It is. It's in the Bible.
Let's find out, right? Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. Now this is after they left out of Egypt. This is what Moses said would happen to the children of Israel in the future if they don't do the commandments. This prophecy right here, read
The
that.
book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Straight to the point.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So where again?
Into
To
Egypt
Egypt
They
again.
just left out of Egypt. God says he's going to bring them to Egypt again. When did the children of Israel go to Egypt again after they left out of Egypt as a race? It never happened. They didn't go back. So what would it mean when God said you're going to go to Egypt again? What were they doing in Egypt?
Egyptian-like circumstances made them slaves.
They were enslaved. So God is saying you're going to go to slavery again. Read again from the top.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again
Read.
with ships.
With what?
With ships.
Did you hear that? With what?
With ships.
What race of people went to slavery on ships? You see that? So-called African people, so-called black people. It's only one race of people that can attest to this prophecy that's written in the Bible plain as day. With ships, read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto
The
thee.
same way Moses prophesied was going to happen, it's the same way it literally happened. Transatlantic slave trade, sub-Saharan slave trade, Silk Road slave trade. Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Read on.
And there
When you land,
ye shall be
did
sold.
that happen? Who we sold to?
Europeans.
And there you shall be sold
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies
unto who? That's right. Read on.
for bondmen and bondwomen,
And know what?
and no man shall buy you.
You still got the same last name that they gave you when you landed over here. Changed the name. You don't have a Hebrew name. You don't have an Israelite name. Because they changed it. Why would they let you know who you actually are? So according to that verse alone, and we can pull thousands more, who are the Israelites? And who are you? But what's your actual God-given name?
Alert. Who's my God?
No, you have a God-given name.
That's right.
Chosen?
That's right.
That's a title.
I'm not sure.
You know it, brother. What's the name of this people that we're reading about? When you open up the Bible, you read about this great history of... That's right, brother. That's who we are. We the Israelites.
Right.
Plain as day. That word black, we got to throw that away. That's an old name given to us to destroy us. Black is just a color. We can't go to the land of black. There's no nation of black. There's no flag of the blacks. That's not nothing. if you continue to call yourself black, guess what? We continue to shoot each other in the streets. We continue to get shot down in the streets like Sonya Mason, right? Because we're black people. No,
Right.
we're the Israelites. Once we take back our name, guess what? God gives us back the earth.
Right?
It's that plain, that simple. Say that again? Yes, sir. So, you just found out that verse that you never heard is actually in the Bible. So from this day forward, yeah, brother, pull it up on your phone right now. It's right there.
My phone did. But I will go back. I have a physical copy. I will go back.
Okay, all praises. Now, let me ask you this before you leave, all right? Because these points are very potent. What race of people were the first Christians?
Well, Middle Eastern people would have been.
Middle Eastern people.
Jewish, not Jewish. The race.
I'm asking these questions for a specific reason because you seem like a brother that studies, that reads, that knows Christ. So you just found out who the actual Israelites are. Now you got to find out who are these people that actually follow Jesus the Christ? All right, give me Acts 11 and 25. 11 and 25. Right?
Well, Acts chapter 11 and verse 25.
Listen to this, brother.
Then departed Barnabas to Tarsus for to seek Saul.
So you got Barnabas, right? He's a prophet, right? Read on.
And when he had found him, he brought him unto Antioch. And it came to pass
Remember the name of that city, Antioch. You know that name. Read on.
that a whole year they assembled themselves with the church,
So those men assembled themselves with the church. They're teaching the people, the church. Read on.
and taught much people.
Because the church is the people. Read.
And the disciples
The who? Read.
were called Christians first.
Who are the disciples? Paul, Barnabas. These are the men that are going and following the Lord. So who's called Christians first?
Disciple.
The disciples. What is their God-given race?
Not sure.
All right, go to chapter 13 and verse 1.
Okay. Acts chapter 13, verse 1. Huh? And it reads, Now there were in the church that was at Antioch
That same city that we read about. Read.
certain prophets and teachers as Barnabas
Read on.
and Simeon
Barnabas and Simeon, those same men. Read on.
that were called nigger.
Did you hear that? He said nigga.
They were called nigger.
Yes, sir. That's in your regular Bible. Why do they call them that? Because during that time they was in slavery in the Roman Empire. What people are called niggers? All right, brother. So who were the first Christians?
Black people.
That's
right.
right.
And those people are actually who though? Israelites.
Right.
So y'all would be the Israelites. And the reason we in this condition, this situation, is because we don't keep no laws, statutes, and commandments from the Most High. So in order for us to get out of this situation, what should we do? Keep the commandments. Right? Name 3 commandments before you leave. That's 1. Kill. Okay, that's 4. We're going to give you 3 real quick before y'all leave. Right? Leviticus.
Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 7.
Because you can't kill, you should honor your mother and your father. You shouldn't steal, and you said adultery. You shouldn't do that, right? But guess what? Negroes break those commandments. It's a Negro breaking that commandment right now. As a Negro man, not as an Israelite. But he woke up and said, I'm going to choose to be a Negro man today. Right? And I'm going to sleep with my brother's wife. Think about that. It's a song about it. There's songs. Mr. Steal Your Girl. And the list goes on, right? Read that.
Leviticus 11 and 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud.
You know what swine is, right? Pigs. Like pork, like bacon, sausage. Y'all eat that?
Do I eat?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, read on.
He is Salaki. Yet he cheweth not the
He
cud.
doesn't properly digest his food.
He is unclean to you.
As an Israelite man, that's unclean. Right? So when you put something unclean in your temple, guess what you become? Unclean. And it defiles your temple. Read on.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch.
Read.
They are unclean to you.
So if God say don't do something and you do it, that means you're disobeying the commandments. You're
That's
breaking
right.
the commandments. Therefore, AKA, that's called sin. right? So to repent from sin is to stop doing the very thing that God said don't do. All right? So that's a small commandment, but it's a big commandment because God said he's going to kill people that's doing that. So that's something that we have to repent from. Eat swine. How you feel about that?
Intrigued.
Yes, sir. We'll get you two more. All right? Verse 9.
Verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters.
This is what you can't eat within the waters.
Whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
If it got fins and scales on it, God says you can eat it. Read.
And all that have not fins and scales in the seas, and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
Anything that lives in the waters, any living thing that does not have fins and scales, God said you can't eat it, and if you do, it's an abominable thing, therefore you're in sin. So what's in the waters that doesn't have fins and scales? Alligators, frogs, octopus, shrimp, crab, lobster, so-called the good stuff, but it's actually not the good stuff. The shellfish, it was created to keep you in sin and to keep the people that is ruling this society in rulership and the people that are at the bottom. But it's supposed to be flipped. But you don't know that. I'm just a black man in America. I'm gonna go to college, I'm gonna try to make it to the NBA, and if not, I'm gonna try to rap. And if that don't work, I'm gonna flip some bricks. And if that don't work, I'm gonna go to the military. Or I'm gonna become an entrepreneur, black-owned business. Yeah, that'll do it, right? And so we're just living day to day, but yet not understanding the root of this whole matter, why we're here. That makes sense? All right, so that's 2 commandments. We'll give you one more. Give me the book of Numbers.
Numbers chapter 15 and verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel.
Who are you, brother? What's your nationality? Your God-given nationality. That's right. Read on.
And bid them.
So God told the prophets and the priests and the evangelists to bid the other children of Israel to do what?
That they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
God said, make fringes in the borders of your garments. How long?
Throughout their generations.
Just when Jesus Christ was living.
Throughout their generations.
The Israelites are still living. If not, guess what? Slavery on slave ships wouldn't happen. Because that happened after Jesus Christ was on the scene. So if the Israelites are still living, and the Lord said, put fringes on the Israelites throughout their generations, guess what? We got to do. So these will be fringes. Read on.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
So like that brother got on. That brother got, his fringes on, right? They call them ZZs. Read on.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe.
So it said a ribbon of blue on your fringes. Read.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
Read.
And do them.
So the Lord told us to put fringes on. Right? That's a commandment. You can get flour with your fringes too. So these are commandments that we break, that cause us to err, that cause us to continue to repeat the same cycle that we've been subject to since our arrival in America on slave ships that you just found out is in the Bible. What say you?
It makes sense.
Give me something to think about.
Give me something to think about that.
Yes, sir. So why did this happen to us? As a punishment. It's that simple. And you have the power to reverse that punishment.
That's right.
Now that you have the knowledge.
That's right. Any questions?
None so far. It makes sense. So I can't deny that. I respect it, but it makes sense.
New perspective.
All praise. All praise. So we got a YouTube channel to help you in your readings, to help you learn how to read the Bible, because it's a process, it's a trick to learn how to read the Bible and understand what you're reading, and to give you something to read along with and to follow. The YouTube channel is called The Fisherman for Zion. It's on these brothers' shirts right here. Fisherman for Zion. YouTube and Instagram. All right. And if you got any questions, just email us or hit us on Instagram. Or you come back out here, brother, with your Bible. Because I know you got a Bible. I know you got a Bible. You got a King James Bible? Yeah, brother, I know that brother got a Bible. brother look like he got a Bible, don't he? Yeah. So brother, you local?
I am.
Well, brother, we hope to see you again.
Right?
If you be the willing. We be out here every Saturday, 3 o'clock until. 3 o'clock until. We got sisters too. Right? We got sisters. So I expect to see that brother again with his Bible.
Right?
With his King James Bible.
That's right.
What's your name, brother? Cliff. Brother Cliff. Hey, we might see Brother Clifton again with his Bible. Knowing what God said about him.
Right.
He's an Israelite. All right, Brother Clifton.
All right, brother. Yeah, bro.
Okay, all praises. And get that YouTube channel from your wife, brother. All right. Brother Clifton on the scene. Brother said he don't have time. But he has some time.
He has some time.
You know? Yeah, the Lord stopped him. The Lord stopped him.
Talk about that all day.
That's right. Read Romans chapter 12, and verse 3.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, and verse 3.
It's a beautiful thing when people hear the truth and they get it right away.
Right.
You know, they get it. I'm like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know? And they're not so deep into the pits of hell of philosophy or Christianity or something like that. When they just buck up against the plain truth. I mean, it's plain as day. Right? It's plain as day. When you read the curses of Deuteronomy, when you read these, you put them together, I mean, it's plain. But the Lord said what? He's blinded the people.
You can get some that are so educated, and I can show them Deuteronomy 28:15 curses, go through the curses. They don't get it. And then I can get someone who probably has a 6th grade education, and they get it.
That's right.
And I'm confused. I'm like, how did you guess it? You get this? You guess it.
That's right. Yeah.
Amazing.
That's right. The Lord said he's here for the destitute. You know, he's here for those babes. You know, that's what the Lord is here for. The Lord isn't here for, because when you begin to start going to these different theologies and these different institutions and universities, a spirit of pride come on you. Because it's like, I'm getting taught by another Negro man. Who is this? He can't teach me nothing.
My wife.
Yeah, I'm reading. Yeah, I know you're reading that, and I read over this before, but I'm gonna disallow you to teach me something that I've already read and studied. So they block themselves from getting it all the time. That's what be happening. You know, our people, we're our own worst enemy, because God is within us, and we just disallow God to dwell in our temple. That's what be happening. The majority of the cases.
I just recently experienced that at work. Man, I was listening to these guys having conversations, and the brother was like, he studied the Bible for 30 years, but he couldn't give an answer to a woman that said, what should she teach her young son about, what should she say to her young son about the law of being a homosexual? He was like, I didn't know what to say, so I just left it alone. And he was saying,
Hey, brother man, can I ask you one quick question? Believe in God?
I do.
Can I read you one Bible verse? All right, I'm going to read it to you real quick. Judges chapter 2.
this book of Judges, chapter 2,
Yes, sir.
and verse 11.
Like I always ask, what did God call your race of people in the Bible? Would you know?
No.
We're going to show you. All right, read that.
And the children of Israel
In the who?
And the children of Israel.
Is in 24:1.
did evil in the sight of the Lord.
You ever heard of the children of Israel?
I believe so.
Okay. This is a particular group of people. And would you by chance know their relationship with God? If not, we're going to show you. All right,
So the Israelites, right?
yes, sir. Who are they to God?
I might not have it before. I might not be.
We're going to ask you right now.
Okay,
We're going to ask you right now.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 44, verse 1.
Read.
Yet now hear, O Jacob,
Read on.
my servant, and Israel,
Israel, the Israelites, whom what?
whom I have chosen.
So that's the chosen race of people. So God created all the races of people, of course. There's a particular race of people on the earth that God has chosen. And their name is called the Israelites. So it said the children of Israel did what?
Did evil in the sight of the Lord.
So they did evil in God's sight, which is their father. What would a good father do to their children if they did some bad or evil? Discipline them, right? So check out this disciplinary action that God did to the chosen people. Read.
And the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel.
Mad at them for doing that evil, read.
And he delivered them into the hands of spoilers.
He gave them to other races of people. Now those people own them, read.
That spoiled them.
Those people began to rob them. That's what it means to be spoiled. What else happened to the children of Israel?
And he sold them.
And they got sold. What race of people went through that? They were given to other races of people, robbed and sold.
Black people.
So who are we?
Israelite.
It's that plain, that simple.
For sure.
We will be the Israelites, and we have to keep God's commandments. Right? That's your whole existence upon living is to find out who you are, which is not a black man or African American or Pan-Africanist or any of these names given to us in America, but you're an Israelite, and you were charged to keep God's commandments. That makes sense? All right, all praise. I don't want y'all to get hit in the rain. We got a YouTube channel called Fisherman for Zion. You will learn more. Yes, sir. All praise. Yeah. Kids right there. Too pretty. Too pretty. But real quick, get Romans chapter 12 and verse 4.
This book of Romans chapter 12 and verse 4.
This is landing back off what the brother had left off earlier.
For as we have many members in one body.
We have many members in one body, like how the Lord told, like Jacob. Before Jacob died, he made a mighty prophecy. He was on his deathbed. And the last few words that he said, he told Israel to gather themselves together, that I may tell you what shall befall you in the last days. That's one of the mightiest prophecies, man. Right? In the last days. Gather yourselves together. He said that way in Genesis, man.
Right.
And some of our forefathers got that certain spirit that we start saying the same thing later on in life.
Right.
But Jacob then said that.
Right.
Right? So the Lord said we got many what? Read that one more time.
Genesis chapter, Romans chapter 12 and verse 4. For as we have many members in one body.
In one body. Like this body that we have. This is one body, but there's many members. I have elbows, I have tendons, I have organs. Right? And with inside of those organs, that's their own world. With inside of those tendons, that's a whole world right there. Then I have cells. Right? And you got trillions and trillions of cells. Right? And all of these things are living spectrums, living organisms. So there's many members within inside of the body, right? Which serve different purposes. You know?
And all members have not the same office.
And all members have not the same office. Like he was getting into. Like this brother, like I can't be Brother Doc, right? I can't be Brother Joel. I can't be Brother Jose. Right? I can't be, other brothers that are in the truth. I can't be Bishop Nathaniel. I can't be Priest Abak. I can't be Naquan. I can't be these men. You have to be yourself in this truth. Right? You have to be yourself. And that goes from the top guy to, to the door holders, which is an elect office, which is a mighty office. Everybody has a role, a job, or a duty to do in this truth. And if we all be a superstar, like how they say in the basketball world, if you're a superstar in your role, guess what? We're gonna win. Yeah, we're gonna win. If the coach does his job, a superstar, the ball boy, he's a superstar. The sixth man, everybody's a superstar in their role. Guess what? We out of here.
I don't mind being the ball boy.
Yeah, I don't mind. Hey, the ball boys in the NBA, they make a good salary, man.
I'll be the door.
Right. Even in college, the ball boys and the managers, they live good. They eat good. They get paid. Yeah, it's crazy, man. So imagine how it's gonna be in the kingdom of heaven for those men that have those different offices. All right, read on.
So we, being many, are one in Christ.
We being many are one in Christ. Right? We need more in this truth. We need we need doctors, we need lawyers, we need physicians, we need brothers to pray. Like we know this brother, that brother rolled, and that brother's a prayer. That brother, when that brother prays, stuff happens. Right? When that brother called for a fast, that brother, he's known for it to be going fast. That brother's known to gather men together. know, hey, that elder right there, man. That elder always got some wisdom. He
Right.
might not say much, but he'll pull you to the side. He'll give you some game. All right. Hey, that brother right there, that brother got a precept on deck. Like I'll be like, where does he get them from? Right? You know. So yeah, we got many different offices in this thing. Right? You got brothers for alms. You got brothers for charity. You got brothers for holding post. You know, the brother, he may have like a security. He may be a security guard. He's like, hey, man, I just want to shepherd the camp. I just want to shepherd brothers. Or you can do that in the spiritual sense. You know, always praying for brothers. You know. So what I'm saying is there's a job always. There's always work to be done in the truth. Always. Right, read on.
So we, being many, are one body in Christ, and every one members one of another, having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us.
Having them gifts differing according to the grace that's given to us. Like if I was like I said, if my job, my profession was a security guard, hey, guess what? I'm not gonna come into the truth and try to be, you know, and say, hey man, I want to just make records. I want to be a singer. No, brother. Use that gift that you already have. You know, you already got things set up. Secure the camp, secure locations. Use your gift, brother. You know, if you're an orator, you're a great speaker. Don't come into the truth and say, well, you know, now I'm not gonna speak. I just want to, you know, don't do that. That's one standard. I want to be security guard now. No, brother. You're an orator, brother. You can't take the role of the security guard. Not security guard. Well, I'm gonna be the orator. Well, brother, you can't speak like that, brother. So stuff be jammed. Hey, brother, man. Can I ask you a quick question? You believe in God? You don't believe in God. What's your nationality? You say your nationality is what, my brother? I'm just trying to get somewhere, bro. Well, brother, I'm trying to help you real quick. I'm trying to show you something, my brother. That's all. Okay, I'm gonna take your word. Take your word. Take your word. Read on.
And every having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us, whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the proportion of faith, or ministry, let us wait on our ministry.
Hey, Slack, find me that precept when it says, if a brother has a gift to sing a song, let him sing a song. Brothers might not know. Resume, that's why. I think it's in James.
I know it's something. I know it's something in Exodus 15, but like I go the same way.
James 5:13. Yeah. It's a little above it though.
I got a quick precept. This book of Exodus, chapter 15 and verse 18. The Lord shall reign forever and ever. I'm going to start at verse 20. Exodus 15 and 20. And Miriam the prophetess, the sister of Aaron, took a timbrel in her hand. And all the women went out after her with timbrels and with dances. And Miriam answered them, sing ye to the Lord Yahweh, for he had triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider had he thrown into the sea. So Moses brought Israel from the Red Sea, and they went out into the wilderness of Shur. And they went 3 days into the wilderness and found no water. That's it on that.
James chapter 5 verse 11. Behold, we count them happy which endure.
Right, we count them happy that endure. You know?
Ye have heard of the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy. But above all things, my brethren,
all things, you know?
Swear not, neither by heaven, neither by the earth, neither by any other oath, but let your yea be yea, and your nay nay,
Read.
lest ye fall into condemnation. Is any among you afflicted? Let him pray.
If any among you that's going through something, afflicted, let that man pray. Read on.
Is any married? Let him sing songs.
If a man is married, let him sing songs. Right? Read on.
Is any of sick among you? Let him call for the elders of the church.
Let him call for the elders of the church. This is the different roles when it comes to, like what Jacob said, gather yourself together. My brothers, how y'all doing? All right, y'all might be God's chosen people, the Israelites.
Right.
Yes, sir. You know?
And if he have and let them pray over him, anointing him with oil in the name of the Lord. And the prayer of faith shall save the sick.
And the prayer of faith shall save the sick. Now, everybody is not elected to just be praying over people and stuff like that. Right. These are different offices. These are different roles that it takes. Just like a military. You said you were in the military? Yeah, in the military, you can't have a low-level guy be the lieutenant. You can be looking at this guy like, man, this guy leading us? Right. He's leading. Yeah, who's this guy, man? Yeah, it's not going to be ordered. You're not going to respect him. You say, get out and give me 10 push-ups. And y'all going to say, you get out and give me 10 push-ups. Right? Of course, it's not going to really be like that. Just being funny about it. But the point of the matter is, you have to understand the gift that you have and apply it to the Most High. You know? That's what the whole thing is about. Right? Knowing where you are, knowing who you are as a man of the Most High, and apply those gifts